Good evening, everyone, and welcome into Madison Central High School. Tom, do you feel that?
Oh, yeah.
It's the big game feel. That's because we got a big one here tonight.
Yes.
Madison Central, Madison Southern boys basketball action here on WBON TV. And as always, our coverage presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair right here in Richmond. And we're here live on the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. Whitaker Bank has more locations in Madison County than anyone else. You can visit whitakerbank.com to learn more about how Whitaker Bank can better serve you. We got the JV game still going on right now. Madison Central, Madison Southern got about 4 minutes, 19 seconds before the JV game comes to an end. We got KJ Long going to lead the way on our production tonight, and we'll have Copeland Peterson as our primary cam, Jacob Beck, our hero shot. We'll have Aiden Mills getting some crowd shots, some coaching close-ups for us throughout the night, and we'll have Dawson Rule providing some sideline reporting and hopefully getting some halftime interviews with Alan Feldhouse Jr. and Bill Bevins. It is Madison Central and Madison Southern. What we're going to do is take a little bit of a commercial break here on the Whitaker Bank pregame show while the Madison Central Indians add to a lead here in the fourth quarter of the JV game. We'll take a 3-minute commercial break. When we come back, we'll get you set for all the action during the Whitaker Bank pregame show. We'll have all the pregame festivities for you, and we'll dive closer into this matchup here tonight. We'll also recap the big one last night you guys had here for us on BON as well when we come back on WBON TV.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking to fill several positions now. The pay is great along with a long list of benefits and incentives, but the relationships created on the job are one thing that can't be taken for granted.
It allowed me to kind of gather in that family feel, the feel of camaraderie along with my fellow officers, and to get to know people, as to see them flourish in their career, and to be an opportunity to try to help them along the way to share my experiences.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs.
Whether you're in the market for a brand new Chevrolet, you're looking for a pre-owned quality vehicle, or your family car is in need of service by our GM certified technician, Jack Burford has what you need. Come to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond for all of your automotive needs. Family owned and operated since 1964, Jack Burford Chevrolet is your hometown Chevrolet dealership. Check us out at jackburford.com or come in and see us today. We are located on the EKU bypass across the street from Walmart.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence, to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
We're back here. JV action still taking place here at center court. We'll have Madison Southern bringing it in, down by 10, 2.5 minutes to go. Here live on the Whitaker Bank pregame show with JV game action going on here before the main event, if you will, and the varsity game. And Tom, all the time we like to tell the folks, hey, we appreciate you tuning us in. And while that is the case, tell you what, if there is one game all year long I want to pick to go watch, it is going to be this game because the atmosphere is always electric. As we saw last night during the girls' game, this boys' game, though, after that little minor upset, we'll call it a minor upset because both teams were really good last year, but Southern getting that victory during the district championship game last year. I think Central's now out for a little revenge to show, hey, we are still big brother, if you will. Madison Southern returning a lot of those players that played in that game last year, feeling as if, okay, now this is our district until we say so. So a lot riding on this game tonight. But I would like to stress as well, it is also a game in mid-December, so still a long way to go before we get to where either of these two teams want to be in late February and early March. If you like what we do here on WBON, make sure to tell the principals and the athletic directors at all these schools and Board of Education representatives, all the members of the Board of Education, and Superintendent Dale Gillum, obviously Mr. Neely as well. We want to be a part of this for a long time to come, and we support these kids at every level here at WBON TV Sports. We want to shine the light on all the great talent that is here in the area. We know that there are other folks here in the county that cover sports that do a great job as well. We appreciate everybody because, listen, there's a lot of really good talented kids here in the area, and they deserve it, whether it's newspaper or TV or radio. We are just happy to be here and be a part of what we're able to do for them. We also love all of you and your support over the years and love what we're doing. So please, if you get a chance, let the folks at the school system know you enjoy the way we cover these games here on WBON TV. And we also like making sure that the games are known about. Listen, folks, if you are out and about right now, you're listening to us on 92.5 WEKY, where Zachary Cook is our producer on the radio side tonight. You still got plenty of time to get out here with the JV game not even over with yet. So still plenty of time to get out here and catch an exciting basketball game between the two big county schools, Madison Central and Madison Southern. Again, here live on the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky. In Madison County, nobody has more locations than Whitaker Bank. You can visit whitakerbank.com to learn how Whitaker Bank can better serve you.
I saw somebody walk in about 5 rows deep straight across from us in a gray sweater. I believe I've seen him shoot in this gymnasium before.
Dominique Hawkins? Cole Brown? What are we talking about?
Oh, there's Brown's over there. That's who I was talking about. I saw him walk in.
Well, Dominique Hawkins is in the building, too.
There's a bunch in here that have played
Ray,
before.
who was a part of that region championship team, sitting right next to Cole. Braden's little brother, Landon Ray, is out there on the floor right now. He's got the basketball for Madison Central. So appreciate, again, everybody tuning us in tonight. We're excited for this basketball game between the Indians and the Eagles. And, Tom, as this JV game wraps up, we'll try to let it just play out here before we get into all the festivities and everything that's going on for this big varsity game. But it's a big-time field. We know these two teams, there's respect there, but there's also a rivalry there. They want to beat each other. They want to see, and right now both teams come in at 3-3 on the season. If both teams were right now 0-6, but they won this game tonight, all would be forgiven either way.
Right.
So they want, it's the same way I think Kentucky fans are when they're playing against Louisville, or Duke fans are when they play against North Carolina, or whatever. You can go on and down the list. When you play a rivalry game, it really matters more. I mean, it's a big game, and even again, this is only a mid-December game. Win or lose, nobody's season is over with. But both these teams want to come out and play their best. We're expecting some big numbers to be put up. We're expecting, I think, some highlight reel plays. We've got a lot of guys who can shoot the ball. We've got a couple of guys that can dunk it with ease. So a chance tonight to really see some highlight-type plays in this contest. We'll take one more 3-minute commercial break. When we come back, we will dive deeper again into this game. We'll start our pregame coverage following the JV game that's coming down the wire right now. A 5-point lead for Madison Central. With under a minute to play, we'll give you the recap, the final score of the JV game. We'll recap that girls game from last night and more here on the Whitaker Bank pregame show when we come back on WBON-TV and WEKY.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Chenault Vineyards has become a premier destination in Richmond for family and friends looking for fun and entertainment. The vineyard sits on 500 acres with breathtaking views and several different things for you to enjoy while you're there. Live music, tastings, tours, a walking trail, or maybe you'd like to host your own event at the vineyard. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to check out the complete list of upcoming events. Like them on Facebook to stay informed, or like Chenault Vineyards on Instagram.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Looking for some fun this fall? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or, if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Bar and Grill has you covered every Tuesday, starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
Back here on the Whitaker Bank pregame show, Madison Central looking as if they're about to hold on for the JV victory. But, Tom, we got a couple of extra game sponsors for the game tonight. We do appreciate Hampton Hall Movers. They are a locally owned and operated business. Delivery and moving, you can depend on at an affordable price, and delivery setup and package removal is available. You can check them out online or call Hampton Movers at 859-200-5065. That's Hampton Hall Movers. Also, Bill Morgan Tire Company in Central Kentucky. They are the #1 source for commercial, farm, truck, commercial, farm, truck, industrial, retread, and solid tires. That's Bill Morgan Tire Company on Facebook, and also 3 locations here in Central Kentucky. That's Bill Morgan Tire Company, with an office also here in Richmond. The JV game coming to an end 43-35. Tom, last night here in Madison Central High School, you all were sitting right here. I was hoping to be here myself last night. Wasn't feeling the best, was unable to come But you and Tanya Denny, Kenyatta Harge's mom, or we might be calling Kenyatta Harge Tanya Denny's son. That's how good of a basketball player she was back in the day.
Yeah.
But she was on the call with you last night for the girls' game between these same two schools. Really good environment. Madison Central came out of the gate early. Southern stormed back in the second quarter and only trailed by 1. But turnovers really dooming Lady Eagles as they would drop their second straight game and their game to their in-county rival last night. 48-35 was the final in that one.
Yeah, it was a good game, though. It looked like Madison Central was just going to take it from the get-go and run away with it. But boy, oh boy, did Southern come back there in that first half. And it really turned into a nice basketball game. And they ran up and down the court all night last night. It was amazing how they were going and using a lot of substitutions for both sides. They were able to keep that pace up throughout most of the evening.
So that was a good one last night. We'll see if this one can live up to the billing as well, as Madison Central taking on Madison Southern. And here come the Indians out of the locker room getting ready for this big prime time matchup on a Friday night. It's the Indians and the Eagles, and we're bringing it to you live right here on WBON TV, Channel 9. We talked about the shooters on both of these two teams. Tom, there are some guys who can absolutely play above the rim as well. We've known about Jay Rose and Jalen Davis, but how about, Jay Rose and Jaden West, but how about this year, Jalen Davis really adding that to his game?
Yeah, and he's had a couple in games this year thus far, and hopefully tonight we'll get to see everything that these players have to offer.
It's Madison Central and Madison Southern here live on WBON TV. And again, our coverage, as always, presented by Bishop Small Engine Repair right here in Richmond on North Estill Avenue. Tom, you know, it was a good game last night. Again, we're expecting a good one here on the boys' side. Tonight, the same two schools meeting on the boys' side after last year's big district championship win for the Eagles. And while a lot remains the same as far as who will be on the court tonight, there are a few big differences since these two teams met just 295 days ago. Of course, for Madison Central, we'll check with the home team first. The Indians no longer have the 11th Region Player of the Year. Will Harden graduated after last season. And we know about Trey Skaggs leaving after the season was over. But you insert Hagan Harrison, who all he did in his most recent game was drop 33 points. That's how good of a player he is.
Right.
So obviously it's hard to replace Will Harden, but you put a guy out there that can do Will Harden-like things in Hagan Harrison. Now that's the big difference there for Madison Central. They have got shooters all over the place. We know about Robbie Todd, who's back for another year. And this Indians basketball team looking to retake what they think is theirs, and that is the 44th district. On the other side, the big points include 6 3-pointers, on the other side in the big loss on the court is Nate Turner, It's Nate Turner for Madison Southern, who graduated after last year. That was a big piece of the team. You know, him and Hezekiah Fogel, Blake Simpson, those were the 3 seniors last year. But Nate Turner played so good in that district championship win, hitting a couple of free throws late in that game that secured the victory. But the biggest difference for Madison Southern, Tom, is the head coach that's on the sidelines tonight. No more Austin Newton, who was really starting to build something here. He's now just up the road coaching at Berea College. And even though Bill Bevins has been around for a long time, this is still his first test as the head coach in this big rivalry game.
It's amazing, how much is put into this game. We talked last night about that. Both of these coaches, were up last night.
Oh, yeah.
Adding some final touches to this matchup, what they're going to do, how they're going to do it. And it doesn't matter how well you prepare. You get into a game like this, it's just craziness out there.
They're having a dunk contest here in the pregame show. Jaden West just went between his legs. See what Jay Rose has got for us. Oh, my goodness, man. These kids are in high school doing things that I can only do on NBA 2K right now. There's a great shot of a head coach who has been around for a long time, Alan Feldhouse Jr. A great shot right there on our cameraman. Jacob Beck getting a great shot there of the Hall of Famer. And Tom, Alan Feldhouse, he understands what kind of talent is on the other side. He understands Madison Southern maybe better than anybody as far as an opposing coach, because he has seen them so many times. But last year, this team got the best of Madison Central in that district title game. So you know that the Indians are out to kind of seek a little bit of revenge and kind of, again, lay the stake and lay claim that this is still our 44th district. We appreciate you joining us here on the Whitaker Bank pregame show. Tom and I up here in the Gateway Cycles broadcast booth. Gateway Cycles located over in Mount Sterling. When it's time to choose your next ride, visit gatewaycycles.com. Got Aiden Mills over on the far side getting us some good shots of the crowd and everything that's going on as well, and a good look from behind the Madison Central team that's warming up. They're going to be in those red warm-ups. Madison Southern going to be in the Navy uniform tonight. But, Tom, looking at the starting lineups, you've got the starters for us. Let's dig down those real quick.
Well, for Madison Southern, they're going to start 3 players that have been here for at least 3 seasons. Jay Rose going to be playing his 60th game as an Eagle tonight, and this is his 4th season with the Madison Southern Eagles. And Zach Hudson and Braden Hudson are going to be joining him as starters. Kason Nobby's going to be out there, 00 or 0. And then Brett Ursland. They got to have a little beef in the paint there, and Ursland, number 54, is able to fill that bill with no problem. So that's who the Eagles are going to start, and Bill Bevins has got to be pretty pleased with who he's got out on the floor to get this thing going.
Yeah, an experienced 5 for Bevins as he gets his guys ready to go out there tonight. And I think that both these teams will be ready. Both these teams have experienced players. There's nobody out there that you can say is not ready for this moment. But even so, when you're playing your rival, Tom, a lot of times it could depend on which team settles down first, which team is able to kind of, go through the pregame, get all the jitters out, and then be ready to play once the ball goes up in the air. This could be a situation that we see out there tonight as well. The starters for Madison Central.
Yeah, they're going to go with Hagan Harrison. I'm excited to see him play live. I got to see a little bit of your broadcast with the shot doctor over at GRC on WBON TV, so I got to see him play a little bit there. Didn't have his best game in that one, so hoping tonight he has a really good game. Going to be a lot of fun to watch him. Already know what Jalen Davis can do. Sat right here and witnessed him just put on a show from three-point land. Robbie Todd's going to start. Good to have Robbie back for another season. He's a force in rebounding in the middle, averaging in double digits in rebounding this season already. Jaden West is back, number 11, and Jaden, a great athlete. He can jump out of the gym, and excited to see what he'll be able to do as a starter. And then Parker Mullins, Mr. Steady, is going to be out there, number 20, to start this game this evening for Alan Feldhouse Jr., who always amazes me how he is able to mold players together and create a nice team by the time the tournament comes around.
Let's look at our keys to the game, brought to you by Jack Burford Chevrolet. Get the keys to your next ride at Jack Burford Chevrolet on the Eastern Bypass in Richmond. Visit jackburford.com to see the entire inventory at Jack Burford Chevrolet. We were over there Monday night. Dawson and Samantha did a great sports show for us. We'll be back at Jack Burford Chevrolet this upcoming Monday. Be sure to check out their Red Tag event going on right now at Jack Burford Chevrolet. Again, on the Eastern Bypass. Some great deals going on right now at JBC. And our keys to the game tonight, Tom. When I look at these two teams, I see a lot of, let's call it, emotional players. There's some on each side. You got the Hudson twins for Madison Southern. For Madison Central, you got Hagan Harrison and Jaden West. Guys who you would absolutely give anything to have on your basketball team, but they also play with the chip on their shoulder and with their heart on their sleeve, and at times they can get a little testy, and that could be something that could come into a factor tonight if something doesn't go their way. Again, all these kids are experienced. They know how to handle themselves, but that could be something to watch tonight. If one of those players gets frustrated, something doesn't go their way, how do they react and turn that maybe into a positive? That could be one of the big keys. And I think, let's look at Madison Central per se. We have yet to really see Jalen Davis have a Jalen Davis-like game. I would expect him to be able to put it all on display tonight against his rival. For Madison Southern, we know Jay Rose can almost every single night go out and get his. but it's who else can step up. Somebody else has to have a big game. We saw Zach Hudson had 29 points the other night. He had some big games last year. Braden Hudson has showed it at times. Ursula can have a big game. So it's who else will step up for Madison Southern tonight that can help Jay Rose put the ball in the basket. That's going to be the key for the Eagles.
Absolutely. Good keys to tonight's game. Really looking forward to this, and we're inching ever so close.
Madison Central and Madison Southern right around the corner here, folks. We're about 11 minutes away from the tip-off. Let's step aside for one more quick 3-minute commercial break. Back over on the radio side and here on WBON TV.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
We're back here on WBON TV. Tom Gross, Michael Watkins here with you. And Tom, we were looking around. I mean, there are absolutely shooters and basketball players all over this gymnasium tonight. We got to cross the way. We got, I don't know if we can see, got Cole Brown and Braden Ray from the 11th Region Champions a couple of years. Got Dominique Hawkins here below us. Behind us, we got Michael Moreno, Turner Butchery, Jackson Holt from EKU, Joe Benton, who's an EKU golfer, a pretty good basketball player over at Estill County a few years ago.
Right.
We got a bunch of members of the Berea College men's basketball team with Austin Newton leading the way over there. Saw Trey Minner, Isaac Cotto, some of his players. And we got a lot of talented hoopers in this gym tonight, and that doesn't even include the ones that are going to be out there on the floor this evening.
I know it just gets more electric as we get closer to tip-off time, and you have got talent wall to wall in this place. It's amazing how many people are here. It's probably the best crowd we've seen here in a little while.
There's Dominique Hawkins right there on your screen, the former Madison Central Indian, former University of Kentucky Wildcat, had a great career playing for John Calipari, was a part of that state championship team at Madison Central, and he is here to watch this big game tonight as well. Man, it is a fun atmosphere, an unreal environment. Tom, we are so blessed and so excited to be here for what should be a dandy of a basketball game. Let's take one more 3-minute commercial break, our final commercial break here on the pregame show. Lots more to get to when we come back on 92.5 WEKY and WBON TV. Support local and get your vehicle running at its peak performance with CT Diesel Performance off Exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff specialize in diesel performance and repair that will service any vehicle, big or small, with oil changes, brakes, tires, alignments, and more. Broke down and need a tow? Well, call CT Diesel at 859-699-8712. Like them on Facebook to enter a weekly drawing for a free oil change. CT Diesel Performance off Exit 97 in Richmond.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Road Tribe.
Want to make dinner a true winner? This is temptation times 12. Get the ultimate family meal at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken with our 12-piece family meal at a great price.
Try the new Cajun Combo for just $5.99 or feed a family with 3 new Inflation Busters meal deals.
So if I buy this today, I get free service for life?
Something like that. Congratulations.
Thanks. What is this?
Oh, it's standard. It's in the contract.
So I get all this for free?
Yeah, something like that.
I trust you too.
You can keep the pen.
Is everything okay?
I'm just looking for the string.
The books are 100% free. No strings attached.
All the books an undergraduate will need, all free.
There's your boy, Tom, downtown Cole Brown. Him and Braden Ray, a part of that most recent 11th Region Championship squad from Madison Central. Tell you what, Cole doing a good job working for his mom and dad over at the jewelry store. And it's a good young man right there. I tell you what, Tom, there's a lot of really good, talented former high school basketball players in this gym tonight as we get you set for this big game between Madison Central and Madison Southern. Tom, earlier today I was reached out to by someone from Madison Middle, and there was a young man, Jackson Reddix, who his family just suffered a great loss. His mom passed away. I think it was on December the 8th where she passed away. The young man is in 6th grade. Last night, the Madison Middle 6th grade basketball team, coached by Tony Rose, he was the team's manager. They gave him a jersey, let him suit up last night. He scored the first points of the game in a game they won against Clark Moores, the in-county rivalry game there. We did a story on that situation, posted it up earlier today on the Facebook page. It ran during the Live at 5 newscast. If you have not seen that yet, go over on our Facebook page. Make sure you watch that, and just remember to hug your loved ones a little bit tighter this year, especially during the holiday season, because, Tom, you never know when our number is going to be called. And I think her name was Melissa Reddick. She lost her 21-month battle with breast cancer. I can't imagine being in 6th grade and losing my mom, so our prayers go out to that young man, his big brother, and their entire family, especially during this time of year where it's so hard to deal without somebody you love. So, again, just reach out, hug somebody a little bit tighter this year, and go check out that story about Jackson Reddick and what the Madison Middle boys basketball team did for him last night.
Are you ready? Are you ready, Michael?
I'm ready, man. It's almost here. We got about a minute to go before the tip-off. Let's quickly get to tonight's Star Watch and those Zilla Thrillas here, brought to you by Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance.
Well, let's go with the easy one tonight for Madison Southern, and that's Jay Rose. Now, Jay played a full season of competitive AAU basketball over the summer, and you talk about somebody that's improving. I've been looking at his numbers. His field goal percentage from last year is up 8 points. His three-point shooting is up almost 9 points, and his free throw shooting is up almost 9 points. So he was playing against some elite players, and he's playing some elite players here tonight.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good game. Watch Jay Rose, number 1 from Madison Southern. I got you watching 2 now. Hagan Harrison, number 10, and Jalen Davis, number 12. One of those 2, or maybe both of them, are going to break out in this game here this evening, and you're going to see just some fantastic offensive and defensive basketball from Harrison and Davis here tonight. So those are my Zilla Thrillas for tonight's basketball game.
That's your Star Watch, again brought to you by Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, Jerry Goebel State Farm Insurance is there. You can like them on Facebook to learn more. Game time temperature right now is currently 36 degrees. Feels like 31 outside. It's eventually going to get cold and be cold all night long, Tom, and that's why you got to keep our friends Madison HVAC in mind. Madison HVAC online and on Facebook. Make sure to check them out right here in Richmond as well. Tom already gave you the starters, Tom. We look at the injury report, courtesy of Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy. Nobody injured other than Kenyatta Hard. He's been out since the start of the season. Expected back, hopefully, maybe some point mid-January for Kenyatta Hard. But other than that, everybody else is ready to go. And that's your injury report brought to you by Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy. Get yourself back in the game with help from Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy in Richmond and so many other locations around Central Kentucky as well. You can visit osptky.com to find out more. There are your starters for Madison Southern. These 5 guys were on the floor for a lot of minutes in that district championship game. The Hudson twins, Nobby, Jay Rose, and Brett Ursuline. 1 senior out there for the Eagles. That's Ursuline. 3 juniors, Rose and the Hudson twins, who had that extra COVID year.
Yes.
And we also got Kaysen Nobby, who played so well as a freshman last year.
Yeah.
He's a sophomore and a point guard that's going to be really fun to watch over the next few years.
Yeah, they've got, after this basketball season, which they have high hopes for, they got 4 of their 5 starters coming back next year. Look out, teams in this district, man. They are going to be tough for some time to come.
On the other side, the home team, Madison Central, in the white home uniforms, white shorts. You got the blue numbers outlined in red. The blue letters outlined in red, the red numbers outlined in that royal blue. Tom told you it's Mullins, Harrison, West, Todd, and Jalen Davis.
One thing that I've noticed, and you and I have talked about it before, is I really like the way they go and they bump hands with the officials before the game. I think that's a calming technique that a lot of coaches use. That gets rid of the animosity from the get-go. It's not the referee's fault, if something goes wrong early. So like to see that. Good sportsmanship, and these teams, they're shaking hands, tapping each other, and they're ready to go. They know each other. They all play against each other all the time. So it's going to be fun, and this place is rocking. The student section for both teams standing, and they'll be that way the entire evening. And, man, they're jumping up and down. We're ready to go. Here we go. Basketball time at Madison Central.
Special thanks to Hampton Hall Movers and Bill Morgan Tire Company, our game sponsors for tonight. Rose and Davis will tip. And the tip controlled by the Indians. The home team with it first. Mullins has got it, and we're underway. High school basketball action here on WBON TV and WEKY. Harrison to Todd. Robbie driving in, spinning, lost it, and Jay Rose will clear it out for the Eagles. Rose going to work his way over to midcourt, picked up by Davis. Davis has taken it upon himself to take the tough matchup defensively. Guarded Jerome Morton at GRC. Here tonight starts off on Rose as Hudson starts off with a three.
That's Zach Hudson. I'll get it right in a minute with a great three-pointer, spotted up and nailed it.
Hudson with the triple, and at the other end, Mullins can't finish. Eagles back the other way in those Navy uniforms. I love the Navy. All business tonight is Mad South. Braden Hudson to Zach. Ursuline wide open. Shakes Todd, but can't finish. Got his own rebound. Ball's loose. Ursuline battling. Hudson's got it open in the corner for three. It's short again, and Davis able to secure the rebound. Davis on the other way. Lobs it up to West, who'll lay it in.
What a play. Get a big assist to Jalen Davis and Jaden West with his first two of the night.
Here's Hudson. Matched up with West defensively. Harrison taking the matchup with Nobby. Ursuline missed an easy one inside a moment ago. It's a 3-2 lead for Madison Southern as they work it over to Hudson. It's Braden Hudson getting a screen from Ursuline. Now over to Jay Rose, one of the best one-on-one players in the 11th region. Rose, deep three, had it blocked by Davis. Harrison will save it, and the Indians have it back the other way. Hagan on the drive will go all the way up and lay it in. It's a 4-3 Indians lead after a back-to-back baskets by Harrison and West, and then a whistle. I think they're going to get Harrison here for... They're saying Harrison, I think, came over the inbounds line. And just a little warning there to Hagan to maybe not pressure as much to the inbounder. Give him a little bit of space to get that in. Here we go. Nobby will bring it up the floor. It is an insane environment. Dawson Rule will have more on that here in just a few moments. Rose driving, hanging, can't finish, and Robbie Todd will grab the rebound. Ball knocks loose. It will be Madison Central basketball.
Jay Rose thought he got fouled by Harrison down there on that baseline, and he popped right back up ready to go again. He's, like I said, he's used to playing against elite players. He played all summer against them in AAU ball.
Todd going to square up on Ursuline. Brett playing good defense. Tough shot by Todd. It won't go. Man, Jay Rose got up high for that rebound.
He can jump out of the gym, man.
Braden Hudson open. Three won't go. We got a foul and a push underneath. Let's see if this is against Ursuline inside. Yeah. It will be against the Mountain Brett Ursuline. That's the first foul whistled in this game. Almost 3 minutes into the contest. Robbie Todd to West, or try to get it to West. Now settles for a long jumper. It goes down. It's a two-pointer and a 6-3 Central lead, 6 straight. After that Zach Hudson three-pointer to get us started. Now it's the Indians on top, 6-3. Nobby to Zach Hudson, swung it around over to Braden. Now Jay Rose, they throw it away. Rose was trying the V-cut back out. Hudson threw it behind him, and it'll go back over to Madison Central, who leads 6-3 here in the early going.
6 games in, Michael. There's still some learning. You know, you got to refresh yourself with your other players, and they'll get that down before the mid-term of this season.
Harrison gets his own rebound, and we got an offensive foul called against Hagan Harrison. A great job by Jay Rose to step in there. Let's get a good look here at the pep section over here. Aiden Mills getting a good look at what the pep section's giving us. They're fired up, ready to go. Got the Madison Central pep section and the Madison Southern pep section over here behind the Madison Southern crowd. Or the bench, excuse me. Here we go. Eagles have the basketball. Up top, it's Zach. Swung over to Nobby. He'll try a three. Tying things up at 6 is Kason Nobby for 3, and a good look there at the Mad South pep section as they are fired up. It's a 6-6 ball game.
Kind of liking how they're doing Robbie Todd down low there. They got Ursuline behind him, between him and the basket, and then they're bringing in Zach Hudson to front him when he gets a basketball.
Deep three from Harrison. Can't knock it down. Todd the rebound. Now Davis has got it. He's got that range as well. Jalen. Good defense by Braden Hudson. Over to Mullins. Now Todd. Left open. Left wing three. Knocking it down. That's the second long jumper for Todd on the same side of the floor. Hit a two-pointer a moment ago. This time behind the line. It's 9-6 with the Eagles down by 3 in the basketball. Braden Hudson missing a three. Had a chance to tie. Got a good look, but it wouldn't go down. Davis the other way. Jalen spinning, turning, jumping, and scoring for 2 more.
That's the Jalen Davis I know right there.
11-6 as the Eagles bring it up the floor. Tom, Southern's had a lot of good looks here in the early going. Those shots just not falling as of right now. Bounce pass to Ursuline. Brett to Nobby. They're going to post up Rose on the left block. Leans in, lost his footing. Ball the other way. Madison Central with the lead and the possession. It's Harrison who will drive, stop, pop, off the glass and in. And Madison Southern now down by 7 and a timeout by the Eagles. We'll keep it right here. Dawson Rule is down there on the sideline. Dawson, what are you hearing from this team or these two teams right now? This atmosphere is electric. Tom, we can't really hear Dawson right now. Hoping we can get a hold of him here in a few moments, but let's send it over to Dawson real quick and get an update on just how crazy this crowd is.
There he is.
I was insane. I'm on the Madison Southern side up here, and I'm about to head down to the sidelines, get some of these timeouts, get coaches' interviews at halftime, because I want to hear what Southern's thinking right now, down 13-6. It's exciting, and I'm going to send it back up to y'all.
All right, thanks, Dawson. Yeah, Dawson down there, he couldn't hear us because of how loud it is in here right now.
Yeah, and even with two-way communication, it don't matter when it's this loud.
Yeah, Dawson right down there in the thick of things. Here's Jay Rose over on the right wing. Got the defense up in the air. It's a beautiful move by Rose, but he couldn't finish the shot. And here comes Jaden West the other way. Out to Davis for 3. Ooh. Too hard.
Yeah.
And we got a out of bounds, I believe, on Madison Southern. Central will keep possession right in front of the Eagles bench. Into the game, Hazelwood now for Madison Southern.
Parker Mullins, a great play there. He prevented the Southern player from saving that ball back inbound.
Harrison going to work on Nobby. Taking it out to West. He'll try a 3. Short. Nice rebound by Rose. Long outlet to Hazelwood. Hazelwood had it blocked, but a whistle and a foul, and Jaden West will be teed up as he stood over top of Hazelwood, and the official right there to call the foul. Alan Fieldhouse speaking to the official there to see what Jaden West said. West got the rejection and then was teed up immediately.
Did they call a personal foul, though, is what I'm trying to figure out.
They called a foul on the blocked shot. I think that's what Jaden was upset about. And then following the block, West, I think, leaned over and might have said something. Fired up, obviously, after a great play, and that'll lead to free throws for Hazelwood and the basketball for Madison Southern. First free throw is good. Elijah Steele will check in. Jaden West will have a seat for the moment. I think that's his second foul now. Fieldhouse asking him, I don't know what you said, but the official didn't like it. Hazelwood gets that one to fall. And there will be 2 more free throws here, as those first 2 would be the personal foul on the block. These 2 free throws, the technical free throws for Ashton Hazelwood. All 3 have been good thus far. It's 13-9. Now 13-10. Hazelwood, all 4 knocking them down.
He's not wasting any time, is he?
That's one way to get loosened up. Eagles a little bit small right now with Hazelwood in for Ursuline. But when you got the Hudson twins in there, those guys play like they're 6'8" sometimes with their heart and with how tough they are. Here is Zach Hudson with the ball. What a feed inside. A little bit of a tough angle on it to get it inside to Hazelwood, and it's turned over. Davis back the other way. Looking inside. Now it's swung over to Mullins. Now Hagan Harrison's got it. Harrison pump faking, trying to find somebody. He's got Todd. Now back to Harrison, who had 33 points here on Tuesday in a win over Scott County. Mullins open, got to take that shot. Instead, he's got Davis. Out to Steele. He'll pump fake, lean in. His floater is no good. Ball tipped around. Steele right there to get it, and a foul inside on Braden Hudson.
Yeah, Braden a little disappointed in the call there, but it was more so with the body than slapping his hand or anything. So 3 personal fouls, including the technical, for Madison Central and 2 for Madison Southern.
Free throw from Steele is good.
He rimmed that right off the front
end.
Missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, it hit the rim and the net, but on the outside of it.
And Elijah misses both. So Steele, a 3-point lead for Central. Nobby's got it. He'll come across the timeline. Kaysen looking back door to Rose. Instead, will work it inside himself. Kicking it out to Jay. Corner 3. Pretty shot, and that'll tie things up at 13 here in the first quarter. 13 apiece with Harrison quickly going the other way for Madison Central.
You don't want to see him get hot out there. It could be a long night.
Feed inside to Todd, and a reverse layup is good. Todd's got 7 here in the early going.
Robbie Todd playing a big game in a big position here this evening.
Hudson. Elbow jumper, no good. Hazelwood right there for the offensive rebound. Kicking it out to Rose on the baseline. He'll drive, hang, got it blocked from behind. And here comes Madison Central. Mullins to Harrison. Looking inside, Todd wide open, and he's fouled as he tried to score up over top of Zach Hudson. And it'll be free throws coming up for Todd. I believe that's the second on Hudson. Did you get him for 1 or 2?
That's Zach Hudson's first.
So Zach's got 1. Braden's got 1.
Yes.
Robbie Todd at the free throw line, and he missed the first.
This atmosphere is working on these players right now. It is loud, exciting.
16-13. They come into Nobby. Kaysen to Hazelwood. Hudson wide open in the corner. Going to try to drive baseline. Cut off by Steele. Works his way in there anyway. Count the basket. And a foul. A nice move by Zach Hudson, who, Tom, when he came on toward the end of the season last year, that's when this Madison Southern basketball team really took off. Get a good shot of the replay here. You see Zach being very patient, waving off the defense, working his way inside, and the hoop and harm right there on the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction replay. Shot to try to tie the game comes off. The free throw no good. It's a 1-point Central lead as we dip under 10 seconds to play. Todd will set a screen for Davis. Gets in the lane. Jalen leaning in. Jumper won't go. Todd the rebound. Puts it back up. Basket will count. And Madison Central will lead 18-15 after the first quarter. Did the basket count? It did. So it's 18-15 Indians after 1. Man, it is a raucous crowd here. We'll check back in with Dawson when we come back here on WBON TV.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Coconut, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 Northwest Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
Fayette County Corrections is seeking to fill several positions now. The pay is great along with a long list of benefits and incentives, but the relationships created on the job are one thing that can't be taken for granted.
It allowed me to kind of gather in that family feel, the feel of camaraderie along with my fellow officers, and to get to know people as to see them flourish in their career, and to be an opportunity to try to help them along the way to share my experiences.
Apply today at lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs. The Madison Central Pep section, Tom, they are fired up as their team leading it by 3, 18-15. We go into the second quarter here live on WEKY, WBON TV. Glad to have you along. And Eagles shooting 4 of 14 from the field. The three-pointer keeping them in the game. They knocked down 3 of 7 from deep. 1 from Nobby, 1 from Rose, and 1 from Zach Hudson. On the other side, Madison Central, Tom, just 1 of 5 from the three-point line. Robbie Todd with 10 points, 5 rebounds there in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's having a game, and he could end up with very easily a double-double here this evening, the way he started this basketball game.
He did that for the second quarter here at some point.
Yeah, he came to play in this ball game tonight, and you saw it from the get-go, and he's only like about 3 inches from having 2 threes tonight. That first one was he had his toe on the line, so it only counted for 2, but it was almost identically the same spot on that left wing.
What a great atmosphere we've got here for you. We got a lot of fans in attendance, a lot of fans at home watching the game, a lot of fans out on the radio tuning us in as well, out maybe doing some early Christmas shopping. If you're wondering, folks, yes, I wear a size large, and I like tickets to ball games, so just FYI there. Here we go, Nobby over to Braden Hudson. Ball back to action and ball back to the Eagles here to begin the second quarter. Jay Rose pump faking, driving, hanging, and finishing.
Yeah.
Jay Rose up and in for 2 more as he tries to get going here in the first half. His team back down by a point. Todd going to work it in. Mullins got out of control and traveled with it. A turnover.
Yeah.
Back to Madison Southern. Down 18-17, 7:37 to play in the second quarter.
Speaking of Christmas gifts, I'm a big peanut butter fudge fan, so you can make that yourself.
There you go.
You don't have to sink a bunch of money.
I'm not picky. I'm just saying that's what I like.
Tell them about that.
Also, just got back from
you were looking at.
Yeah, also just got back from Disney World, so
yeah, they got to pay for that. Yeah.
All donations to the Disney World Fund for next year, maybe. Here we go, Jay Rose. Baseline drive, working against Davis. That is a grown man move. Couldn't finish, but right there is Braden Hudson for the rebound as Rose worked his way in. And a good job by the defense, or by the hustle on the offensive glass by Madison Southern.
Braden Hudson, what a great determination on his face to get that offensive rebound, put it back up and in.
I love this matchup. Kaysen Nobby giving up about 3 inches to Hagan Harrison, maybe 30 pounds, but he's in there battling, going toe-to-toe with one of the top point guards in the 11th region.
That's on Braden Hudson. That's his second personal foul.
They called it on Nobby, I believe.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Harrison gets it near the midcourt line. Hagan will dribble right side, crossover, and then kick it out to Mullins on the left corner. He'll try a 3 and knock it down. A pretty shot by Parker Mullins, showing off his confidence here, Tom, with that three-pointer to put the Indians back in front, 21-19. Nobby spinning, but missing. The $1 million move and the 10-cent finish. Mullins the other way. Harrison 3.
Boom.
It's good.
Boom, baby.
Back-to-back triples for the Madison Central Indians. And that lead for Madison Southern goes from up 1 to down 5 just like that. It's 24-19. Madison Central back in front. Hudson, he's left open. He'll try one. Left it short. And here comes Davis up the floor for the Indians. Jalen, pretty good shooter in his own right. They bounce it inside the tie. Working on Hudson. Out to Mullins, left open. He'll try another one. This one too hard, and a whistle inside. And they're going to call a foul on Jay Rose. A little bit of a late call there, Tom. It looked as if the ball had already ended up in the hands of Robbie Todd when the official blew the whistle on Rose.
Well, it's after the play, apparently.
Got Ricky Howe tuning us in tonight. David Rye asking if we're going to do an interview with Dominique Hawkins. Listen, I've tried to do interviews with Dominique Hawkins several times. He's still kind of a quiet guy, Tom. If he'll come up here and talk to us, though, we'd be glad to talk to him. Inside feed, Davis, and he missed it. Kind of fell over, lost his footing. Jaden West will slam it home. West stole it away and threw it in.
The Flying De Laurentiis Memorial Slam Jam.
Jay Rose, the three-point answer, and then turned over to the crowd and gave them the shush shine to let them know, hey, let's be quiet. I can knock down a three. It's worth more than two. And it's 26-22 advantage now. Man, points coming fast and furious here for our producer, KJ Long. Hagan Harrison had a little slither of an open lane for a moment. Didn't take it. Now they work it inside the Todd. Robbie working on Hudson. They kick it out west. Baseline drive. Bounce past Mullins. Now Davis for three. It's good. Jalen Davis knocking down the three ball. Everybody getting in on the act from Madison Central. Harrison's hit one. Mullins has hit one. Todd and now Davis. And it's a 7-point Indians lead. Hudson in the corner to Rose. Back to Braden Hudson. He'll get a screen from his brother Zach. Braden lost his footing. Now finds Zach back over on the left wing. Gonna go one-on-one with Todd. Now finds Nobby. Kaysen will reset the offense. Picked up by Robbie Todd at the volleyball line.
Bill Bevins out on the court there shouting out instructions. Now he's back to the bench area.
Here's Braden Hudson. Braden, well, miscommunication there, I think, on what the play call was. Braden just slung the ball over to Rose, and then Nobby comes to get it to reset the offense up. Nobby crossing over in the lane. Bounce pass to Hudson. He'll drive baseline. Hung in the air. Now he's open for three in the corner, and he will be unable to knock it down. Nobby the rebound. It's saved in. Jay Rose has got it. Rose will drive baseline, hang, and draw the foul.
Oh, Coach Feldhouse is all over the official.
Rose cleared out to try to get some room. It was right in front of the official. He didn't deem it worthy of a foul. And then Jay got the ball, drove baseline, and he'll shoot a pair of free throws.
They call that on Jalen Davis? I believe so.
First one is good, as Brett Erskine will re-enter the game for the Eagles. Neither team goes super deep into that bench. So far, we've only seen one substitution for each team. We've seen Hazelwood in the game for the Eagles and Elijah Steele in the game for Madison Central. Rose made the first but misses the second, and here comes Hagan Harrison up the floor. Madison Central with 6-point lead. Harrison driving and will lay it in reverse style.
What a move.
8-point lead for the Indians. Hudson back the other way. Feeds it inside to Ursuline. Brett hangs in the air. That's a big man doing a big, strong move inside. Harrison will lay it off to Todd. Open for three again. Robbie Todd.
Wow.
Man, is that Will Harden out there? It's Robbie Todd.
That's Robbie Todd.
Another three-pointer.
I love it, man.
Todd's second triple of the first half. Here's a kick out to Nobby. He'll pump fake. Lay it off to Ursuline. Good defense. Stolen away. Will Davis have a slam? He had a chance at it. Missed it. West goes back up. And a foul inside. Davis wanted a foul call. Didn't get it.
Yeah, he still can't believe he didn't call a foul. He's like, what?
See if we can see the replay here. As Davis drove in, Hudson got underneath him. Didn't see a ton of contact there, but there was on the Jaden West attempt. That's courtesy of the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Replay. Big game here in Richmond. It feels like it, Tom. It even smells like a big game. Or that might be you.
Yeah.
Jaden West missing the front end of a free throw. Jaden West, along with Malachi Wood, were our WBON TV coverage players of the year during football season. Because we had so many great individual and team efforts throughout the year. West missing both free throws. 34-25. Nobby to Ursuline. See if Southern can get some points and get some baskets to fall. Nobby will work his way inside. Out to Ursuline. Brett had a three-pointer. Didn't
take that, Ursuline. Take that shot.
Hazelwood will, and Hazelwood will knock down the three ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna start calling Ursuline the big show.
Davis, he'll try to answer.
And he's fouled.
Knocking down the three ball and gave a fan a high five after doing so. Check out this replay as Davis got it, knocked it down, and there is your Bluegrass Restoration and Construction replay as Davis hits the triple and a free throw to come on the 4-point play opportunity for Jalen Davis.
Braden Hudson's second personal foul on that play.
So now both Hudson twins have two.
Yes.
37-28. Davis makes it 38-28. Largest lead of the ball game.
Nine for Jalen Davis. 9 for Harrison. 12 for Robbie Todd.
A lot of points being put up here. We talked about some of the individual talent on these two teams. We've seen it on display here in the first half. Nobby trying to shake loose of Mullins. I tell you what, the two guards, Hazelwood and Nobby, playing really well for Bill Bevins right now. Davis just drove in, threw it up, and he will draw a foul. And a technical foul on Brett Ursuline. We talked about it, Tom. The emotions run high in this game. Ursuline whistled for the technical foul as the officials come together now.
Did they call the foul, initial foul on Ursuline? Apparently. What ticked him off? Let's see, they're going to come over now to the bench. It is on 54. That's his second. And then the technical will be his third.
And the official said bad sportsmanship or unsportsmanship. One of the couldn't get the full words there, but you could see the official chatting it up with Bill Bevins as Jalen Davis steps up to the free throw line. 39-30 your score.
Excellent free throw shooter is Jalen Davis, and he's hit 3 in the game already. Jalen, a 78.5 shooter in his career here at Madison Central.
All 3 on this trip with one more to come to make this
automatic, man.
A 12-point lead if he can knock it down. Zach Hudson will come back in. Brett Ursuline will have a seat.
Yeah, Big Show still staring down that official who made the call against him.
And the official pointing at Ursuline as he talked to Coach Bevins here. 42-30. Harrison going to come in to Todd. Into Harrison. Now in a 2-3 zone are the Eagles. Over to Mullins, left wing. Harrison open. Won't take the shot. Instead, he goes back over to Mullins. Swung around
there
Davis.
You go.
Deep three.
There you go.
Missed it, and the rebound to Nobby. Eagles need some baskets here, need some points to try to stem the tide here late in the first half.
There's the guy who can do it.
Jay Rose will hang and finish.
The float time.
10-point lead. Long pass up the floor. Harrison, a quick answer. It's good.
Oh!
45-32. Man, could they have used that last year, Tom?
Oh, no kidding.
So the Indian there ready to go
on the bad side of that deal last year.
You're not supposed to tell your identity there, young man. The mascot took his helmet on right when we had the camera on him. Hudson driving in and an offensive foul.
Yeah, that was a good setup there by Steele. He was able to get his body set square and had his hands to the side and just got run over.
That is the third foul now on Zach Hudson, and that is trouble for the Eagles.
Yeah, Ursuline with 3 and Zach Hudson now with 3.
End of the game for Madison Southern for the first time tonight is number 33. That is Avery Davidson, the kicker on the football team and the great soccer player in the game right now. Here's Harrison with it for the Indians. Swung over to Mullins. Now back to Harrison. Back over to Mullins. Back over to Harrison. Back over to Mullins.
They're going to play for the last shot here, it looks like.
Yeah, just being patient. They got a big lead. Why not? Hagen's got it again. Under 25 seconds to play. Swung over to Mullins. Now 15 seconds. Still back to Harrison. He'll head fake. Now reset the offense. They'll work it here with 10 seconds to go. Hagen, fadeaway three. No good this time. Davidson securing the rebound. Will they get a shot off?
They got time.
Hudson from half court, but he can't knock it down. And the first half comes to an end with Madison Central on top by 13. And Dawson Rule going to try to grab Allen Fieldhouse Jr. The officials chatting it up here. Let's step aside for a quick commercial break, and we'll come back here on WBON TV.
Whether you're in the market for a brand new Chevrolet, you're looking for a pre-owned quality vehicle, or your family car is in need of service by our GM certified technician, Jack Burford has what you need. Come to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond for all of your automotive needs. Family owned and operated since 1964, Jack Burford Chevrolet is your hometown Chevrolet dealership. Check us out at jackburford.com or come in and see us today. We are located on the EKU bypass across the street from Walmart.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Orthopedic and Sport Physical Therapy will help guide you on your road to recovery.
It is our mindset, a spirit driven to excellence, to help people heal faster and better.
If you have pain or an injury, or you need experts in sports medicine, Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is your best choice in rehabilitation, and you have direct access.
In most cases, you do not need a referral to any of our 7 locations serving the region.
Just give OSPTKY a call. Visit our website at osptky.com to find the location nearest you.
Do you have dripping registers like this? Drywall issues like this? High humidity can cause a very uncomfortable and sometimes damaging environment. It doesn't matter the age of your system. Improper installation and sizing are the failure. Here at Madison HVAC, we look at your home as a complete system, not just the pieces of equipment attached to your house. Give us a call today at 859-625-1471 so we can provide your solution. And remember, we fix that too.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
Since opening in 1972, Citizens Guarantee Bank has been there to help our customers enhance their lives and achieve their dreams. With 7 locations across Central and Eastern Kentucky today, we are celebrating 50 years of being there for the communities we call home. Citizens Guarantee Bank is now CG Bank. New name, same commitment to being there for our neighbors. CG Bank, we've been there for that. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back here on WBON TV. I tell you what, Tom, what a fun first half that was. Madison Central and Madison Southern. It had really everything you could want. It had some high emotion, some highlight reel plays, some dead-eye shooters, and a 13-point lead at the half for Madison Central, 45-32. Here on the Fayette County Corrections halftime show at Fayette County Corrections. If you're still searching for a job with great pay and benefits, well, Fayette County Corrections is hiring, starting out at $20 an hour with a long list of benefits and incentives. You can visit lexingtonky.gov/correctionsjobs to apply. Tell you what, Tom, it has been a fun first half, and the numbers showing it. You got got really three-pointers were keeping Madison Southern there in the game in that first quarter. And then Central came out in that second quarter, and they came out guns a-blazing. The Indians were 1 of 5 in the first quarter. In the second quarter, they hit 6 of 9 from deep, and that was really the big difference. They built this 13-point lead here at the half.
Yeah, that is. They were hitting it from everywhere, and coming from not just one player. I mean, they're spreading the wealth out there, and it's a lot of fun. What a great game to watch. And Southern, they're going to settle things down. They'll have a nice meeting here at halftime, and Bill Bevins will get them settled down, and they'll come back out, and they'll be a little more organized on their offense.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the way both teams are playing, Tom, you know the emotions are high. Look at some of the numbers here in the first half, brought to you by Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond. Make your home stand out among the rest. With Bluegrass Marble and Granite of Richmond, they specialize in kitchen and bathroom countertops and can also provide unique looks for your fireplace, outdoor grills, and other areas of your home. Visit them online at bluegrassmarblegranite.com. At the half, some of the numbers that stick out: 11 points, 5 rebounds from Jay Rose. Rose played well there in the first half, 4 of 10 shooting, but he did knock down 2 of 3 from the three-point line. But for Madison Central, that three-headed monster really showing how good they can be. Todd and Davis each with 13, Hagan Harrison with 12, and the Indians using good shooting again there in that second quarter to build this 13-point lead here on WBON TV, where it's not only basketball today, but more coming up as well.
Absolutely. And while I got a second, Michael, don't forget you can enjoy the replays of the Richmond Christmas Parade every Saturday now through New Year's right here on WBON TV Channel 9. So tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. and enjoy with your family and friends. Man, the team did a fantastic job with the parade this year, and to see that thing in high definition on the big screen was quite the treat this year.
It was a lot of fun being a part of that as well. Also, a special thank you to our game sponsors tonight. Hampton Hall Movers is a locally owned and operated business. Delivery and moving you can depend on at an affordable price, plus setup and package removal available at Hampton Hall Movers. Call 859-200-5065. Also, Bill Morgan Tire Company, Central Kentucky's #1 source for commercial farm, truck, industrial, retread, and solid tires, with 3 locations in Central Kentucky to better serve you. That is Bill Morgan Tire. Let's step aside for a quick 2-minute commercial break. We'll come back for much more here at the half on WBON TV and WEKY.
Chenault Vineyards has become a premier destination in Richmond for family and friends looking for fun and entertainment. The vineyard sits on 500 acres with breathtaking views and several different things for you to enjoy while you're there. Live music, tastings, tours, a walking trail, or maybe you'd like to host your own event at the vineyard. Visit ChenaultVineyards.com to check out the complete list of upcoming events. Like them on Facebook to stay informed, or like Chenault Vineyards on Instagram.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Looking for some fun this fall? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or, if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Bar and Grill has you covered every Tuesday, starting at 7, with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
It's the common thread that ties us together, making life better for everyone. At CVNB, that means better banking, better accounts and lending, better experiences, better schools and better communities. Better. It's what ties us together. CVNB. Bank better.
Back here on WBON TV, got another good shot there. The Madison Central Pep section fired up for their team as they lead it by 13. It is Cowboy Western, the theme for the Madison Central Pep section. We'll see if we can get Aiden to get a shot of the Madison Southern Pep section as well, as their theme tonight, Tom, was a blackout. So the Eagles having the blackout tonight. You can see the blackout there is the Madison Southern Pep section. You see Bill Bevins coming out of the break. Let's send it down to see if we can get Dawson. See if we can get Dawson to hear us here. We'll send it down to him and see what kind of halftime adjustments these two teams need to make. Dawson?
Well, for halftime adjustments, I think Central, they're playing really well and they transition. They're getting up and down the court really fast. I think Southern needs to slow them down. And Southern, when they had the ball, yeah, they're down by 13 right now, but they kind of controlled the game, I felt like. They played a little bit more of their ball, but they got to get some other guys going right now. I think both teams are playing at a really high level. I'm excited to see a good second half, Michael.
Thanks, Dawson. Appreciate it. Tom, I think he's right. I mean, I think both teams playing at the pace that they feel like is good for their team. We talked about it, one of the keys to the game, somebody else having to step up and put the ball in the basket for Madison Southern. Right now, Jay Rose, 11 at the half. You got 7 points for Hazelwood off the bench, but the Hudson twins still trying to find their groove. Nobby's got 5 as well.
Yeah, Hazelwood, Michael, he's perfect on the year from the free throw line, shooting 100%. So that might come in handy here a little later on in this ball game.
Davis will drive in, trying to get the scoring going in the second half. Left it short, and back the other way come the Eagles. Hazelwood gets the nod here early on in the third quarter. Rose missing a 3. Jaden West to Davis. Davis missed it. West couldn't control it, and it'll be out of bounds. Back over to Madison Southern. Not a great job there, Tom, on the execution of that fast break.
Yeah, West really had good position to save the ball, but when that right leg came down, he thought he was stepping on Davis, so he tried to make a defensive move to keep from stepping on him, and he stepped out of bounds.
Rose to Nobby. Third quarter underway here in Richmond as Jay Rose will slam one down.
Hello, Doctor.
Nice feed inside from Hazelwood, who's played really well off the bench. Another nice pass from Ashton Hazelwood. And it's back to an 11-point lead. Davis has got it for Central. He'll lean in. That's really his shot, Tom. That free throw line, elbow-type shot for Jalen Davis has really become his bread and butter. Hudson got underneath, got a good look, but couldn't finish. And here come the Indians back the other way. And we got a double dribble called against West as he was a little bit indecisive on what he wanted to do with it there, Tom.
Yeah, and it's habit. You know, you feel like you're going to lose the ball. He reached over with his other hand and had both hands on the ball as he was running down the court. They'll call that on you every time.
Yeah, you could see West knew it immediately. And
yeah.
Coming into the game, I believe we've got a sub. Not the horn sounded. Oh, there we go. There was something on the floor.
Yeah. For as many people that are in here, the conduct of the crowd has just been fantastic.
Yeah. Rose driving on Todd, and he'll hit the deck and draw the foul. Foul on Robbie Todd. Free throws coming up for Jay Rose as he tries to get himself into a rhythm. You see Nobby working it over. And I like this setup here. You kind of get the defense going one way, drive the other, and free throws coming up for Jay Rose.
That's the first foul on Robbie Todd in the game. He's not in any kind of trouble foul-wise.
Rose a little shaken up. And just now getting to the free throw line as he settles in to try to knock down these 2 free throws. Jay 1 of 2 there in the first half. And he makes the first.
Jay Rose, just a fantastic shooter. We told you that he had improved his free throw shooting almost 9 points from last year to this year. 83.9% coming into this contest, and right now he's 3 for 4.
45-36. Mullins will come get it from Madison Central. Parker will bring it across the timeline. Indians now leading it by 9. 4 points out of the gate from Madison Southern to get things going here in the third. Harrison working on Nobby. That is tremendous defense one-on-one by the sophomore Kaysen Nobby. Jaden West, fade away. Short, ball tipped around. Mullins the offensive rebound. Inside Todd, and a foul inside on Braden Hudson will be his third. So both the Hudson twins dealing with foul trouble, Tom. Braden now with 3, and he's asking the official what he did. He said he went straight up. Can't really get that call changed now, Braden. Just got to try to find a way to not do it the next time.
Yeah, prevent it from happening again, correct. That's first point of the quarter here for Madison Central.
And listen, Tom, I'm somebody that did a lot of complaining to officials and about officials, but one thing I've never seen them do is change a call after you talk to them.
Now, they make a call, they're going to stick with it.
47-36, back to an 11-point lead for the Indians. Nobby over to Hudson. He'll try a deep 3, left wing, in and out, and rebound the tie. It's a good look for Hudson, but he just didn't knock it down. And stolen away by Braden, and a foul on Harrison. Good defense by Madison Southern, Tom, and really both teams coming out of the gate a bit sluggish here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Hagan picks up his second personal foul. And really that was, that was a loose ball situation over there. They slapped it away from him. He was going for it, and that's going to happen. You're going to get a couple of those per game if you're a hustling basketball player. It just happens.
Here's Hazelwood over to Rose. Jay going to work one-on-one with Todd, and he got it knocked away by Mullins. Good defense as Parker Mullins swats it away. Jay Rose, who will trigger it in now for the Eagles. Coming into Hudson. Oh, he had Braden wide open. Didn't see him under the basket. Now it's Rose. Deep 3 straight away. Too hard. And the rebound to Harrison. Long pass up the floor. Davis is wide open. He'll take the 3. And his shot won't go. And again, the slow start for both teams out of the gate here in the third quarter.
Well, Jay Rose has 4 points and Robbie Todd 2 in this third quarter as we work our way down to halfway mark here.
Hudson trying to turn up the pressure and turn up the heat. He'll lay it in, and the lead back down to single digits. A 9-point advantage for the Indians.
He's got 4 points in the contest now.
Davis working it over to Mullins. Bounce pass inside. Harrison off the glass. No good. Todd the rebound. Got to be careful if you're the Hudson twins inside. Todd just too big as he's able to lay it in.
Robbie Todd with the Alan Jackson move in there and the tall, tall trees.
Player was going to say he's got the rhythm and you got the blues.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
Yeah.
Rose, corner 3 is good.
Downtown Jalen. Jay Rose.
He just kind of leaned back and let that one fly. Hagan Harrison trying to answer. No good. Rose went up high for the rebound. Mullins took it away. Davis no good. Bodies flying, and the Eagles come away with it. Long pass up the floor. Hudson, 3. No good, and Jaden West securing the rebound for the Indians.
Watch him go with that basketball.
Todd, he can't slam it home.
Oh,
no. Long pass, Zach. He's got it in the corner. He'll drive, hang, bounce pass. Hazelwood open. His 3 is good. And a timeout, Alan Feldhouse.
Yeah.
Indians not happy with the way they're playing right now. Have that lead go from 13 to 5 early on here in the third quarter. Full timeout. We'll step aside and come back in 1 minute on WEKY and WBON TV.
Need a physical for school or work? Need it right away? No problem. Berea Urgent Care has 2 convenient locations along with late hours to meet your needs. They're affordable too. Physicals at Berea Urgent Care only $20. DOT and CDL physicals are only $65. Berea Urgent Care number 1 by Walmart is open every day 9 to 9. Berea Urgent Care number 2 by Berea Drug open Monday through Friday 10 till 6. No appointment necessary. Berea Urgent Care, here when you need us.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Tom, the Indians have the lead, but Southern battling right now. But one thing Dawson Rule just pointed out to me, Jay Rose having to use a lot of energy both on defense and offense. Dawson, what are you seeing from Rose down there?
Well, Rose, when he went to the bench on that one, he mouthed to one of the managers, one of his players. He said, "I need water." He looked gassed. He's still out there, and he's helping his team come back. Now they're only down 7, so him and his play right now has helped Southern get right back in this ball game. But he's definitely playing tired, Michael.
Thanks, Dawson. Good update there. Yeah, and Jay, Tommy's having to guard the biggest guy on the floor for Madison Central and then try to score on the other end. Here he is, open for 3. And you can tell, left that one short. That usually means tired legs. It might be a case of things there, as there is a whistle underneath. Let's see who that one's on. Called on Hazelwood. You see Hudson kicking it out. Rose had a good look, but just left it short.
First foul on Hazelwood, who's getting a lot more action here in quarter number 3.
51-44. Madison Southern had a good chance there to make it a 4-point deficit. Instead, it's still 7, and the Indians can add to it. Todd, he's wide open. He's knocked down 2 of those already. Davis has got it. He'll force his way in, spin, and leave it short and round to the hands of Braden Hudson. Long outlet to Rose. Jay up in, count the basket, and a foul. And that is a grown man's move by Jay Rose, Tom, as he lowered the shoulder in, took it up strong, and basically forced Parker Mullins to wrap him up. Even so, still big enough to finish over the contact and a free throw to come.
I call that move the slick nickel. Easy basket and a chance for 3.
Free throw good, 51-47. 2 minutes and 35 seconds remaining, and what has lived up to the billing as one of the best games in the state tonight.
10 in this quarter for Rose. He's got 21 in the game.
West for 3. No good. Jay battling with Todd off the hands of Rose inside. And that's just Robbie Todd and Jay Rose seeing who could jump the highest. 2 guys who can get up pretty well, and it goes off of Rose out of bounds. Eagles missed a chance there to maybe have another opportunity inside, and I believe we've got blood from Jaden West that'll force him out of this ball game. Yeah, they're going to pull Jaden West out. Elijah Neal will come in. I think West has a cut on his right ear, so trainer Alley from Orthopedic Sports and Physical Therapy will check on him. Davis pump faking, leaning, and finishing. Nice little finish inside for Davis, and the lead goes back to 6. Eagles quickly the other way.
15 for Davis now, Michael.
Rose, a step back.
Boom,
Man.
boom. Watch him work it, folks.
My goodness, Jay Rose, another beautiful finish. What, 23 now for Jay?
Yeah, he's a thriller, man. He's a thriller.
Harrison missing the layup. Ball knocked around. Nobby able to secure it, and here come the Eagles. Kaysen to Hudson, and he traveled with it.
Yeah, he was wanting to stop and pop, and then he changed his mind right in the middle of the move and tried to dribble on out of it, and they're going to call that every time.
Rose just came over to his head coach and said, "Call timeout, I need some water." I think Rose, to Dawson Rule's point, is a good job by Dawson pointing out how gassed Jay Rose is. He is doubled over here, and even still, Tom, he is still putting on this performance with 23 points here in this ball game.
He's not going to give up. I mean, that's the thing I've noticed following his play throughout the summer this year is he gets in a ball game. He don't want to come out of that ball game. He wants to be in there and be instrumental in bringing a victory home for his team. Now we'll get the timeout.
Timeout, Madison Southern. Jay Rose needing a timeout to kind of keep himself going. Indians and Eagles in a tight one here in the third on WEKY and WBON TV.
To some, it's just a boat. But to Jim, it's his escape from meetings, traffic, and the grind of daily life. He may not catch any keepers, but he wouldn't trade his day on the lake for anything in the world. That's why his boat is insured by Kentucky Farm Bureau. But it's not just Kentucky's Farm Bureau. It's Jim's Recharge the Battery Farm Bureau.
My Farm Bureau.
David Mayo, John Rader, and Chris Hornsby with Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
We're back here at Madison Central High School. Tom, it has turned into a good game. The Eagles were down by 13 at the half, but have stormed back down by just 4. And Jay Rose, a big reason for that with a humongous third quarter.
Unbelievable what he has done, and now that he's got a little bit of a break and got some liquids in him, let's see what he does here in the last minute 40.
Harrison trying to work it in over Rose, lays it in over the outstretched arms of the 6'3" junior forward, and Harrison makes it 55-49 Indians.
14 now for Harrison.
Inside, Hudson had it, lost it, ball's loose, Mullins has got it. Parker tripped up, and that's going to be a foul. Yeah. And if that's on Zach Hudson, which it is, that's his 4th foul. And Zach asking the official what he's supposed to do there. So he'll have to step out of the game, and Avery Davidson will have to sub back in. I haven't seen Brett Ursland since the halftime break, Tom. I'm not sure where Brett has gone to. Let's see if Dawson can give us an update on Brett Ursland.
He was mighty upset when they called the foul number 1 and then the technical on him.
Todd swung over to Davis. To Harrison, wide open for 3. Comes off, and a nice rebound there by Hazelwood, but he threw it away, and Davis will lay it in.
Wow, what a read by Jalen Davis.
Big swing of events there as the Eagles able to break the pressure here. Nobby to Hazelwood. Ashton will lean in. His floater is short, and the momentum has swung heavily back in favor of Madison Central. They lead by 8, looking for more. West will slow things down, find Jalen Davis. Over to Mullins, now Harrison in the left corner. Hagan works his way in, spins, lays it off for Todd. Todd lowers his shoulder inside out to Davis. Jalen driving in, snuck around the defense, and Jay Rose was waiting, trying to take a charge. Davis kind of just leaned in over him. The okey-doke, Tom, and he put the basket in.
Put a little spin on that ball and watch it go off the glass and in.
10 seconds to play. Back to a double-digit lead for the Indians. Nobby's got it. 7 seconds.
Whoa.
Nice crossover move out to Hazelwood. He'll try a 3. Big shot. Foul on West, and 3 free throws coming up for Ashton Hazelwood. And if I'm Coach Bevins here, I'm getting Jay Rose 2.2 extra seconds of rest. Check it out here. You see West come out on the close. Nice move by Nobby. And West just kind of snuck in there, slapped the hand of the shooter, and they're going to get Rose out here, Tom, just for 2.2 seconds. An extra little moment for Rose to take a breather. And coming into the game will be Mason Davis, the sophomore.
Yeah, he hadn't seen a lot of action this year, so Davis going to get to see some action here, and Rose going to get a breather here.
Hazelwood knocking down the first 2 free throws. Trying to get Dawson Rule to give us an update on what happened to Brett Ursland.
First miss of the season right
Todd, no good. And the third quarter comes to an end. 8-point lead for Madison Central after 3, 59-51. But Jay Rose trying to keep his team in it as we go to the 4th here on WEKY and WBON TV.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks. granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
While Tom serenades as we come back for the fourth quarter, Dawson Royal down there on the sidelines. Dawson, an exciting fourth quarter about to begin here. What's the key for these two teams to pull this one out?
Well, for Central, I think they need one more run, and I think for Southern, they've got to stop the run. You know, for the third quarter, both teams kind of struggled until that last minute 30. Central kind of pulled away and got an advantage here. They're up 8 now. So Southern's got to tighten up, hit some shots, and not allow another Central run. And, of course, if you're Madison Central, all you need at this point, up 8, is one more good run with about 7:45 to go, and I think it'll be ball game, Michael.
Thanks, Dawson. Appreciate it. And Tom, Brett Erston, we were asking about him. He's right back in the ball game now. You pointed it out. Might have been just trying to keep him out of foul trouble. Hagan Harrison with Nobby all over him. Nobby is an agitator, and he's going to draw the foul from Harrison there defensively. Great defense from Kaysen Nobby. As Beck swung it back over to him, you see here, here's the foul. Yeah, Harrison kind of just put the hand out there and swiped away at the defender.
Yeah, Nobby, too, has been watching World Cup soccer, and he learned how to flop. And
man, Jay Rose has got 25. He got 12 points there in that third quarter, really helped bring his team back in it. And they're right back down by just 6, 59-53. Here's Harrison stepping into a 3. It's good. It's a big answer by Hagan Harrison.
17 for Harrison.
West stilling, hanging, and can't finish, but Davis right back up there to lay it in. Great defense by Jaden West, and the lead right back up to double digits, 64-53, and the Indians turning up the pressure here.
Jalen Davis, 21 points and an offensive board.
Yeah, Rose has called for the carry. He did right in front of the official. That's a call you don't see a ton, Tom, but he did carry the basketball. And Madison Central will inbound in front of the Madison Southern bench with a double-digit lead and under now 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Harrison gets a screen. Good defense. Nobby again right there on him. Davis lost the handle. Swings it under to Mullins. Swung around Todd. He'll pump fake, and that's the fourth foul on Braden Hudson. Braden with 4. Zach with 4. And with 5:23 or 6:23 to play, Zach Hudson will re-enter the game for Hazelwood.
Yeah. 4-4 now for the Hudson twins.
Davis, deep 3.
Boom.
He got it to go, and the triple makes it 67-53. Long pass ends up in the hands of Ursuline. Swung over to Braden Hudson. Southern needs a basket here desperately. Zach Hudson wide open. Kick it out. Jay Rose open in the corner. His 3 won't go, and Mullins able to secure the rebound. And Madison Central trying to put this game away here midway through the fourth. A 3 would help, but no good this time. And they're going to call Zach Hudson for, I believe, his 5th and final foul. Hudson, who just came back into the ball game, will foul out, battling for that loose ball with Robbie Todd. Harrison will throw it in. Hagan comes into Mullins. Right side over to Harrison. Lob it up. Davis. Rose able to steal it away and had something to say for Davis after going up high to rip it away from him. At the other end, here's Nobby. Lost the handle. Mullins to West. Jaden lays it up and in, and a foul on Braden Hudson. That'll be his 5th. And the crowd coming to life here. Let's see if we can get a shot of the crowd after this basket, and a steal by West. He knocked it loose at the other end. Jaden West will lay it in, and there's the foul as the crowd in the background goes crazy. They are fired up as the Indians lead it now 69-53, and Jaden West for the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity. We've got a whistle. Yeah, it's 5th foul on now Braden Hudson on consecutive trips up the floor. Zach Hudson and then his twin brother Braden fouling out for Madison Southern.
Well, that's going to give Hazelwood and Davidson both going to have to play the rest of this game out here with 5:28 to go in the contest.
West missing the free throw. Jay Rose up the floor to Hazelwood. In the corner, Nobby. Kaysen back to Hazelwood, but he threw it away.
Good idea, just too strong. Two-hand pass, and he just rifled it into the crowd.
Central turned the pressure up, Tom, in this 4th quarter. Forced some turnovers and have been able to extend that lead up to now its largest of the game. It's a 16-point advantage. Harrison makes it 18 inside, and a timeout, Bill Bevins. Eagles down 18. A step aside for a 30-second commercial break. 71-53 Madison Central. Let's hear from Eastern Kentucky University. A great message from one of our sponsors, EKU.
So if I buy this today, I get free service for life?
Something like that. Congratulations.
Thanks. What is this?
Oh, it's standard. It's in the contract.
So I get all this for free?
Yeah, something like that.
I trust you too.
You can keep the pen.
Is everything okay?
I'm just looking for the string.
The books are 100% free. No strings attached.
All the books an undergraduate will need, all free.
Here we go, back to the action here. Tom Gross, Michael Watkins here, and Tom, a very nice 4th quarter for Madison Central. You can see the makings of this rivalry. At some point, they're going to play in the postseason. It's just whether it's going to be in the first round because they draw each other or maybe in the district championship game. These two teams' model is obviously a team that has improved from last year. Berea is still a young basketball team. These two teams, however, 2 of the top maybe 6 or 7 in the 11th region.
Yes.
It's a really tough 11th region, but these two teams will probably find themselves there with a chance if they don't draw each other in that first round.
Well, it was a nice game last year, and Southern came away with the victory.
Davidson had it blocked by West. Ursuline over to Hazelwood, who'll try a 3. It's short. Todd had a rebound stolen away. Hazelwood out to Rose in the left corner. Jay on the drive, hanging, and will lay it in.
Wow. Jay Rose with a hanging plant lay-in.
71-55. West, corner 3. It's short. Ball tipped around. West tipped it over. Hazelwood comes away with it. Bounce pass. Nobby will lay it in.
Hazelwood, give that man an assist.
Nice little spurt by the Eagles. Keep them in it. Halfway through the 4th quarter, down now by 14 points. 71-57. Davis says, okay, guys, they've had their fun. Let's slow things back down. Harrison's got it for the Indians. Gets around the defense of Hazelwood. And he'll draw the foul from Brett Ursuline. It'll be his 4th, I believe. Yep, Brett picks up his 4th.
I can't believe they're not keeping it on the clock tonight. They normally show the number and how many personal fouls each player has.
Making you work for it tonight, Tom.
Yeah. Hagen Harrison now just hits the 20-point club, so my 3 Zilla Thrillers all have 20-plus points apiece.
Yeah, those were your star watch tonight. Harrison and Davis for Central. Jay Rose for Madison Southern. Nobby to Davidson. Over to Rose. Jay to Nobby. Splits it out. Now Rose a deep 3. Short. And the Indians will slow things down. As I say that, Harrison hops up and rushes it up the floor.
Puts it in high gear, doesn't he?
Davis over to Mullins. Now they'll slow it down inside the top. Robbie going to work it in on Ursuline. Not able to move him very much. Robbie double teamed. Kicks it out to Mullins. Here's Davis. Double teamed. Kicks it out to Mullins. Central is now working that clock with this big lead here. It will dip under 3 minutes here in just a moment. Davis double teamed again. Throws it over to West. Jaden skying high for 2. Jaden West up high and down hard for the Thrilla himself, Tom.
Yes, a big one-hand gorilla stuff jam. I mean, he threw that down with, as Cartman would say, authority.
Check it out here. West up high and slams it down hard. Beautiful replay there on the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Replay. KJ Long, our producer tonight. Ursuline triple teamed, and we got a foul. That's the 5th foul on Brett Ursuline, and he'll be out of the game as well. So 3 of the 5 starters for the Eagles have now fouled out of this ball game. The Hudson twins and now Brett Ursuline. And checking into the game for the first time tonight is Michael Whitaker.
Yeah, you got Kaysen Nobby and Jay Rose. That's it from the starting 5. Still in the ball game. And then you got Davidson, Hazelwood, and Whitaker in there as well for Coach Bill Bevan's team. I know he probably doesn't like it that he's lost 3 players to fouls, but this early in the year, 7th game of the season, you got your guys that you're going to have to rely on throughout the season. Going to get some good, valuable time in there at the end of this game.
Give some of these young guys some experience in a big rivalry game like this. And they come away with the steal. Hazelwood had it, and Davis going to be called for the foul. Tom, one thing you can't really do against a zone press is dribble through it. A little bit easier to pass it up. If it's a man-to-man press, you can dribble through it much easier, but there the Eagles forced a turnover because Davis tried to dribble through it himself. Here's a jumper by Nobby that's short. Davis able to secure the rebound, and here come the Indians. Jalen to West to Todd. Todd knocked away, able to go back and get it. It'll be out of bounds and off of Madison Southern. 75-57. Parker Mullins will throw it in. Trying to come into somebody. They'll come in deep in the front court to Harrison. Hagan slipped, and another steal by Nobby. Kaysen finds Whitaker open for 3. His 3 is short. Davis the rebound. Jalen going to bring it up the floor for the Indians. Hanging, and he can't finish. Jay Rose adding to his rebound total. Under 2 minutes to play. Rose still battling for the Eagles, and he'll shoot free throws after picking up another foul on Robbie Todd.
That's only Todd's 2nd personal foul of the game.
Jay a chance to add to his scoring margin. Played well here tonight, Tom, but his team going to fall short. Of course, silver lining for Madison Southern is you lost this game last year in the regular season. Still went on to have that deep postseason run. But I'm sure these young men, Rose and the Hudson twins and Brett Ursuline, Nobby, Hazelwood, these guys, they don't want to hear that. They want to hear they won this game. But Madison Central tonight going to get the best of them. Todd going to be fouled as Davidson hits the deck. Davidson's a good athlete, played really well in soccer this year, and came on and became the kicker for the Madison Southern football team.
Jay over there chit-chatting it up a little bit.
It's 2 pretty good ball players right there.
Yeah.
Harrison and Rose just chatting a bit underneath as Todd misses the free throw. Davis got the offensive rebound. He'll put it back up and in. He wanted a foul, didn't get the call. But the basket's good, and it's now a 77-59 lead.
26 for Jalen Davis tonight.
Todd blocks Rose inside. Jaden West the other way. He'll slow it down, give it up to Davis. Davis wanting to lob it to Todd.
Yeah.
A little bit, got to be a little bit more sneaky with it, Jalen. Elijah Steele's got it for Central.
You got to get out of the paint.
Davis leaning in, kicking it out to Todd. Now to Davis. They'll circle it back around, and with under 1 minute to play, Madison Central just trying to salt this victory away as they'll go to 4-3 on the season. And we're going to have a foul called against Jay Rose. Tommy, look at the 3 losses for Madison Central. GRC, Ballard, and Pulaski County.
Yep.
All 3 very respectable losses. GRC, the defending state champion, number 1 ranked team in the country or in the state, and then you got Ballard, who was preseason top 10 themselves, and then Pulaski County was a top 25 team from last year. So some of the young guys coming in the game now for the Indians. Got Keith Stewart checking in. Jaden West will have a seat along with Hagan Harrison. Into the ball game for the Indians also is number 4. That's Jacob Lansaw, who can flat fill it up. He shot well in that JV game.
Yes, he did. And I'm sure they're going to substitute for Robbie Todd here if he makes the second one, and he does.
Landon Ray, younger brother of Braden Ray, also into the ball game, and Luke Asher coming in as well. So here comes Whitaker up the floor. 44 seconds to play. He'll get a screen. Whitaker. Young guys in the game for both teams now. Over to Whitaker on the left wing. He'll drive. Dish it out. Swung around. That's Chase Fair in the game now for Madison Southern as Ray will bring it up. Over to Stewart. Elijah Steele. To Ray, swung over, Stewart in the corner, he'll try a 3. Short, Elijah Steele the rebound. And the Indians going to dribble this one out, Tom. Madison Central 79, Madison Southern 59. A 20-point victory for the Madison Central Indians over their in-county rival. And Bill Bevins and Alan Feldhaus Jr. will shake hands for the first time. We'll step aside for a 3-minute commercial break. Come back here to Richmond and wrap things up as we'll send it down the Dawson Roll here at some point. Try to get the final thoughts from this game in Richmond on WEKY and WBON TV. Support local and get your vehicle running at its peak performance with CT Diesel Performance off Exit 97 in Richmond. Chris Thorne and his staff specialize in diesel performance and repair that will service any vehicle, big or small, with oil changes, brakes, tires, alignments, and more. Broke down and need a tow? Well, call CT Diesel at 859-699-8712. Like them on Facebook to enter a weekly drawing for a free oil change. CT Diesel Performance off Exit 97 in Richmond.
Being prepared for various types of disasters is one of the best ways to ensure the safety of your family, friends, and community. The Madison County Emergency Management Agency and the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program is here and ready to support community emergency response. For how to be prepared, make emergency kits, know your zone, and shelter-in-place information, contact EMA CSEP at 624-4787 or visit madisoncountyky.us/EMA. Madison County EMA CSEP, your partner in preparedness.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhaus Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Road Tribe.
Want to make dinner a true winner? This is temptation times 12. Get the ultimate family meal at Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken with our 12-piece family meal at a great price.
Try the new Cajun Combo for just $5.99 or feed a family with 3 new Inflation Busters meal deals.
Whether you're in the market for a brand new Chevrolet, you're looking for a pre-owned quality vehicle, or your family car is in need of service by our GM certified technician, Jack Burford has what you need. Come to Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond for all of your automotive needs. Family owned and operated since 1964, Jack Burford Chevrolet is your hometown Chevrolet dealership. Check us out at jackburford.com or come in and see us today. We are located on the EKU bypass across the street from Walmart.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Jerry Goebel in Richmond today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back in here to Richmond, Tom Gross, Michael Watkins here with you, wrapping things up on the Chenault Vineyards postgame show. Tom, Chenault Vineyards has become the go-to destination for families and friends to enjoy fun and entertainment in a relaxing atmosphere. See why so many people spend their weekends, and a lot of them spend their holiday parties at Chenault Vineyards at ChenaultVineyards.com.
Yeah, it's a great place. I got to see Exile out there a few years ago, and man, it was just awesome. Really enjoyed it. Great people, great wine. Oh, I enjoyed that.
Good game. Madison Central able to pull it out in the fourth quarter as they outscore the Eagles 20-8 in that fourth period. Tom, the Eagles came out, played so well in that third quarter. Jay Rose had a 12-point third period. He goes for 29 points, 8 rebounds, but it wasn't enough as the Indians pull away for that 20-point victory. And your final stats served up by Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry in Berea. They work hard to help you get the beautiful, healthy-looking smile that you deserve. Like them on Facebook to learn more about what Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry in Berea can do for you. So that's 29 points for Jay Rose to lead all scorers, 12 points for Ashton Hazelwood, who played really well off the bench, had 2 assists and 4 rebounds for Madison Southern. But really nobody else able to get going tonight for Madison Southern. 7 points for Nobby, 5 points for Zach Hudson, 4 points for Braden Hudson, and 2 points for Ursuline. And if you want to beat your rival, if you want to win a big game like this, they're going to need 15, 20 points from one of the Hudson twins to go along with the kind of night that Jay Rose had. Just wasn't able to do it tonight as they fall to 3-4 on the season. On the other side, Tom, 4 guys in double figures for Madison Central. Jaden West doing really, I think, what Jaden West needs to do for this team to get to where they want to be. A 10-point, 9-rebound game as Sean Hamilton hops on here with us for a moment. But that's the kind of numbers I think that Jaden West needs to average for this team to get to where they want to be. 10 points, 9 rebounds, played good defense, had 3 steals and a couple of blocks as well, and some highlight reel plays, had a couple of dunks in the game for the Indians. But then these guys doing their thing. 26 points for Jalen Davis to go along with 8 rebounds and 4 assists. Underrated number there. 21 points, 4 rebounds for Hagan Harrison, and the double-double for the EKU commit, Robbie Todd. 19 points, 10 rebounds for Todd, who played well on both ends as well.
Yeah, he did. He had a great basketball game. It started from the first quarter for Robbie Todd tonight. Had 5 of those rebounds in that first quarter alone. So great game for Madison Central tonight. They pick up the victory and they go to 4-3 on the season, and the Southern boys fall to 3-4, but there's more good things to come for them as well.
You can see some of the bluegrass restoration and construction replays here as we wrap up the broadcast. Coming up here as we go off the air, we're going to be joining Dr. Nandy's show. The Dr. Nandy's show in progress here on WBON Channel 9. So if you're watching on the TV channel, the Dr. Nandy's show. And then coming up, we'll have back-to-back episodes of Forensic Files at 10, and then Cheaters at 11. And then don't forget tomorrow, Tom, 11 to 1, the replay of the Richmond Christmas Parade. Now time to crown our CT Diesel performance of the game. A big showing tonight by several players on both sides, but there can only be one. And if you want your vehicle to perform like my man, Jalen Davis performed tonight for Madison Central. 26 points, 8 rebounds, did a great job of stalling that game away in that early part of that fourth quarter. You got to take it over to CT Diesel Performance, folks. Located off exit 97 in Richmond, Chris Thorne and his staff service all types of vehicles, big or small. You can like CT Diesel Performance on Facebook to take part in their monthly giveaways at CT Diesel Performance in Richmond. A great crew once again tonight. Our producer, KJ Long. Our cameraman, we had Copeland Peterson, Jacob Beck, and Aiden Mills. And Dawson Rule roaming down there, providing some sideline reporting for us tonight as Samantha Burford takes my spot down in sunny Florida for a few days.
Yeah, she'll enjoy that.
So, Tom, glad to be back with you tonight. Missed you last night. Glad Tanya Denny was able to fill in, do a good job on the girls' game. Now, we are going to have a couple of games next week. Looking at those Christmas schedules, there are going to be some games during the day a couple of times next week. Things will kind of slow down for a week or two as they go throughout those holiday tournaments. Madison Southern, their boys and girls will be traveling down to Florida. As much as I'd love Kelly to give us a stipend to go down there, he's not going to be able to do that. But, we're trying to
oh, come on, boss.
I know. I mean, let's send the crew down there, Kelly. I'm sure that we can have some fun down there and cover some good ball games.
We can rent a bus.
Get Jack Burford to give us a vehicle.
There you go. There you go.
That's coming up. So we'll have some games next week. Maybe try to sneak some in throughout the day if we can. But some big games coming up here in those holiday tournaments. For all of us and our producer back on the radio side, Zach Cook, he's Tom Gross. I'm Michael Watkins. Tom, good game here tonight. There's plenty more where that came from.
And we're looking forward to every one of them right here on WBON TV 9.
From all of us, folks, have a good weekend. Enjoy some Christmas shopping. And don't forget, all the fun that you can see right here on WBON TV, Channel 9.